What's up, guys? So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the Kings event that's taking place on our server. This is where every single team becomes a kingdom, and at the end of 1 week the person who's currently king wins. So our current kings are Froghopper and Not a Noob. They're a team, and they have also a lot of other people. Now they're doing a democracy, and they're actually pretty good leaders, very fair. But I'm in it to win it, so they have to go. And luckily, I have a plan to do just that. Luckily, Froghopper and Not But Good don't even know I have a team and don't even know that I'm trying to make myself king. So the first thing I'm going to do is leave my teammates and join their team. Now you may be asking, how does this make me king? Well, I've hired Froghopper to betray Not a Noob and make him look like an undecisive and weak leader. Then he's gonna nominate me as the next candidate for king. Because we don't have a military, I'm gonna order my teammates, who are still on my team by the way, I didn't betray them, they're going to purposely declare war, so we're going to be in a state of emergency. We're going to be forced to create a military which will defend my kingdom. Now the only thing left is to change what type of government we are. I don't like the current one. We're a democracy, but I want it to be a kingdom. It's the king's event after all, but the royal guard will never let me change that, so they're the second thing we have to get rid of. The plan to get rid of them is so I stage an attack where they attempt to take over the kingdom and steal my position as the king. With this, the troopers in battle will have an excuse to turn on their commanders when I issue the command, seeing as the royal guard has a platoon of troopers they command in the war. This is going to be hard because the royal guards are extremely stacked, but I think the troopers can do it. The next thing to do is to publicly declare that the royal guard had tried to attack me. This will give me an excuse to say that this style of government is prone to corruption. Then I'll have an excuse to change it to my own style. Now all I have to do is give the order for my team to surrender, and then the game is over. We've won the King's event if I can hold the position for the rest of the week. But yeah. The time had come for the royal guard to supposedly attempt to take over the kingdom. I hired Froghopper to go full invis and try to attack me. Secretly, I have a KB trap here to stop him, but the point is, I almost died, and that's, very bad, so very punishable. Now, because Froghopper's on my team, this is actually a hoplite trap. He knows where it is, and it's not gonna kill him. As you can see, he survives because he has a totem, and he just landed on dripstone. It was time for the troopers to turn on number 1 of the royal guard. They won pretty fast, so they easily escaped. Alright guys, so now it's time to announce to the server that the royal guard has attacked me and that I'm changing the style of government as this one is prone to corruption. I'm also going to praise all the troopers and the players on the server who managed to rid the server of the royal guard. Yeah. So literally everyone is online. What you're looking at right now is a list of every single player on the server. If you've ever wondered who plays on the server, this is a list of everyone, and everyone's online right now, so I'm going to make the announcement. Now you may think that's the end of the video. I became king, so we're successful now. But however, all the players on the server decided to get talking about my new leadership, and 3 or 2 players, I can't remember the correct number, decided to start a rebellion, so we're gonna have to continue the video. The members of the rebellion became apparent as they attacked me literally 2 days after I heard there was a rebellion in the server spawn. The closest trap was my KB, which was actually designed to not kill anyone, but my flat ground, on the other hand, was designed to kill people. If they survived, then I would just drip drop. So I ran to that trap, and this is what happened. Alright, guys, so this wasn't the only attempt they did, but just know that they actually never managed to achieve what they were trying to do. And I managed to hold on to my position until the end of the week. But I'm just going to show you two more of their attempts. I had forgotten the location of my KB trap, so I had to buy time by running away to unhide waypoints. Even my enemy was confused. They AFK'd. With hours before the event ends, they were now getting desperate. They'd griefed every single trap I had used on them. So my only hope was to run into the obby trap and hope that in such a close space I can have some hope of beating them in PvP. Now, obviously, these are my only traps on the server, but they're the only ones in a close vicinity. It had been decided. I was the winner of the King's event. Let's go. Yay, yay, yippee. My award was a full enchanted Prop 4 gear set, which I quickly stashed in my ender chest.